Let's get it. Let's go. Super duper duper late night, and I wanted to talk about this game, man. I wanted to talk about this game. This is a super late notice. People come in, people don't. It's fine. It is 11:55 on a Sunday. I just seen the Cowboys lose, and yeah, man. I just wanted to go live because I just wanted to cook. I wanted to cook, man, because look, Jalen Hurts was a dog. Jalen Hurts was a dog. And it's like, I'm on Twitter, I'm on all this stuff, and they like, yo, Jalen Hurts, what did he do that was so impressive? What did he do that no other quarterback can do? He didn't read the field. He's still doing the same thing. Man, look, blitzes and all that was on him, and he did his thing. In my opinion, he did his thing. It was a very, very good game by Jalen Hurts. I just don't get it. I don't understand the hate for Jalen Hurts. And look, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, they cooked, they feast, they ate, and it's like I don't understand it. I don't understand the hate. I don't get the hate. I just don't understand. But Jalen Hurts was definitely cooking this game. He was cooking. Him and AJ Brown was cooking. Sure. Did I want to see more from Smitty? Sure. Did I want to see more from like the other receivers? Sure. But what I seen from Jalen Hurts to carry this team, bad blocking, defense was horrible. And he did everything in his power to win this game. Is it the Detroit Lions? Sure. But he did everything you can ask of a franchise QB. I believe he has the potential of being a franchise QB. I personally believe he has the potential of being a franchise QB. And look, don't understand the hate. I won't understand the hate because once again, he's doing everything, or he did everything he could to win that game, and he did that. 38-35. Do I want them to score that many points to Detroit Lions? Sure, but this is not about the defense. This is not about any other player. He did everything he could to win this game. Everything. Like, what more do you want from the man? What, 80 plus yards rushing, 200 plus yards passing. And without the threat of his legs, Miles Sanders won't be able to get off. Boston Scott won't be able to get off. Oh, Kenneth Gainwell won't be able to get off. Once again, of course, I wanted to see more from other players, but the Blitz and the Lions brung it. They brung it, and Jalen Hurts did what he had to do. Jalen Hurts, we need you. We need you to win. We need you to win this game. Jalen Hurts, we need you to win this game. He did what he needed to do. I seen that too. Look, Dak can't stay healthy all of a sudden. What's going on with Dak? What's going on with the rest of the division? Who had a better game than Jalen Hurts? Wentz didn't have a better game, in my opinion. Dak didn't have a better game, in my opinion. Daniel Jones barely won, in my opinion. So, look, man, Jalen Hurts is that dude. Jalen Hurts is that guy. If y'all want to come up, debate me about this, cool. But Jalen Hurts is that guy. We had to mass protect better. Yeah, I agree. And have the hot read for the blitz. Yeah, I agree. I agree because they basically tried to do the same formula the Buccaneers did to us in the playoffs, but it didn't work for them. It did not work. Yeah, Shane Steichen got to get better at that. I seen he was trying to do screens, short runs here and there to offset the blitz, but still wasn't working. But Jalen Hurts made it happen. Also, the 18 to like 32 is misleading. It's super misleading. It's misleading because he had to throw it out. Instead of throwing an interception, he threw it out of bounds. He threw it away. Instead of taking a sack, he threw it away. He overcame the penalties. He overcame this bad defense. He overcame the bad offensive play calling. He overcame a lot to win this game. And we had another quarterback. We're getting blown out. I'm letting y'all know that now. We're getting blown out by the Lions if we had another quarterback. They had like three batted passes too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree. I agree. But the Detroit Lions, hard fought game. I think they are going to be way better than last year, the Lions. But what I'm afraid of is that Jalen Hurts, as good of a game that he had, in my opinion, I'm afraid that he might get hurt. The only reason why I'm afraid that he might get hurt is because he can't keep taking licks like that. The the refs not calling flags on certain hits. It's ridiculous. You gotta call the flags. You gotta throw the flags. I see him slide a couple times and he took hit after hit after hit. Like it was a few hits. I was afraid, like, man, is he gonna get up after that hit? Like he had to run anyway because the blitz was there. The offensive line, as far as pass blocking, was terrible. It was terrible. I got Jason Kelsey saying like, yeah, he bailed this out today. He bailed this out. Hopefully they make up for it because what I seen from the Vikings is either the Vikings are going to be really good or the Packers are really bad. I'm not sure which one is true. But Vikings, they gonna come to play Monday. Got Rager there. He's probably gonna try to have one of his best games. Justin Jefferson, damn near made history today. So the Vikings gonna come. The Vikings gonna come to bring it. But Jalen Hurts, man, once again, I think he's a franchise QB. I think he can be. Because week two, I could be having a whole different live talking about like, yo, we need another quarterback or we need a quarterback. But what I seen from Jalen Hurts, he was very impressive, very precise. The pass to Zach Pascal, multiple passes to AJ Brown, they were perfect. They were perfect. It was a couple that he could have hit Smitty on, but Smitty dropped one. One was like a defensive pass interference, but it got offsetted by Lane Johnson being down the field, something like that. Illegal man down the field. We got to stop those illegal mans down the field. Like I get the penalties last season, new team, trying to get the team together, see what fit, but those penalties is ridiculous. They ridiculous. You can't have Lane Johnson down the field. You can't have delay of games. Is that on Jalen Hurts or is that on the coaching? We're running out of timeouts. That was a little. I ain't like that, but all in all, despite all of that BS, Jalen Hurts found a way to win the game. That's all I gotta say, man. Jalen Hurts definitely found a way to win the game. I want to salute the secondary too. Gotta salute the secondary. I am pissing all over the defense right now, but the way James Bradbury played, besides that long ball that Slay gave up, the secondary was pretty good. Marcus Epps was pretty good. CJ Gardner Johnson, you could tell he just got in the system because on certain run plays, it seemed like he just missed gaps and angles. But you tell him, well, get this play book down in 10 days and you're starting against the Lions. Like, I can't really blame him too much, but the secondary was pretty solid. Was pretty solid. And I knew once the game started against the Lions, or I knew game one, the defense was going to struggle hitting. They ain't hit all off season. They ain't hit nothing all off season. Pause. Nothing. Can't hit the wide receiver. Can't hit the running backs. Can't hit for months and months and months. Now you're telling them to go into this game with the Lions. And we got to hit. and the Lions were breaking tackles. They made Swift look like a top two running back. He averaged like 10 yards per carry. But besides the hitting, I mean, the secondary was good. You got Swift breaking Javon Hargrave tackles. Like, come on, man. Our defensive lineman can hit. But despite, I got to go back to it, despite all of that, found a way to win. Found a way to win. And the Cowboys screwed the NFC East tonight as a whole. We could have been the first division in a long time where every team in the NFC East won or in the conference won. Cowboys choked. Giants handle business. Well, Tennessee beat themselves. Wentz handled business against the Jacksonville Jaguars as he's supposed to do. I think they played the Lions next game, and we did what we supposed to do against the Lions. I want us to close out that game better too. We ain't close out that game too well. A game shouldn't have came down to three. It shouldn't have came down to three. But once again, despite all of that, Jalen Hurts found a way to win. He said, "Man, he's that dude. Jalen Hurts is that guy." Look, franchise QB, man. I'm calling it. I believe he can be a franchise QB. I'm gonna try to hold on to my word. I believe he can. I believe he can possibly get an extension and be the long term quarterback. The way he played today. So again, I'm on Twitter. You know, Twitter. Sometimes is not real, but the comments I'm reading is unreal. It gotta be fake. These gotta be bots writing this. Gotta be bots. Oh, my guy Michi here.
Yo,
What's
yo,
going
we're
on?
good, man.
Not much. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Yeah,
Feeling good after today.
I mean, like you getting had me scared for a second.
Yeah, man. Gannon, he almost choked the game, but
Oh yeah,
Jalen
man. He,
Hurts had it down.
I mean, like speaking of Jalen Hurts, man, like I say, man, he played like a really good game. Like I can't even I give Lions some credit. Like they sent hella blitzes at Jalen Hurts like crazy. Like they was throwing the kitchen, like they doing the refrigerator kitchen, everything at him.
I agree. And for him to hold it down like that, I mean,
I mean, hey,
the Lions did what the Buccaneers did against us in the playoffs, but they wasn't successful because they didn't win the game.
and then
They did the
and
same
like they
exact
also
thing.
and like they also this. I mean, also like I kind of feel good. Like we do have Jalen Hurts like, at quarterback because of his mobility. Because like I mean, let's be real. If we didn't have Jalen Hurts this game, we would. And like the way they were sending blitzes, like we would not win that game. But Jalen Hurts using his legs, basically, I mean, like he kind of carried us. Basically, I mean, he basically carried that offense down the field by himself and making plays, like using his legs and his arm. So
Pretty much.
yeah, pretty much. And
Yeah.
like that was very impressive. I mean, like he had like like going to the halftime, like he had like over 250 yards like of total offense, like going to halftime. So I basically think like this offense is basically, I believe the game plan is like basically like just have Jalen Hurts carry the offense, basically. So I basically feel like that like the offensive play call is basically like put the game in Hurts' hands and basically make him carry the offense, which he did. I mean he did it perfectly well. But I
Man.
mean, but AJ freaking Brown, man. I mean, man, 10 catches, 155 yards. I mean, this is the first time ever in a season opener he ever had over 5 catches. Like this game, he caught 10 catches for like 155 yards. Like, I mean, the sky is the limit. And like I know like we all like wanted wanted like Smith to get involved. But I mean, to be honest, I mean, Smitty, I mean, he looked like he looked kind of shaky a little bit, and also like Jeff Okuda, like he did a good job on Smitty too as well. So credit,
Mhm.
so I mean credit that too.
Yeah, that's one of the things I gotta watch the tape on to see how it went. Cause
Yeah,
it looked like, I mean, the first drive, right? It looked like Jalen Hurts was trying to feed Smitty, but
yeah,
like you said, the corner that was on him did a pretty good job.
yeah,
But
and
it
then
just got to a point we like, yo, we gotta just feed AJ Brown. Like he
yeah,
just started throwing
yeah,
them up there, and
yeah,
AJ
and
Brown was catching them. Yeah.
and then I mean, what's crazy about it because I actually like went back and I rewatched that game
Mm.
and I looked at everything like what Jalen Hurts did. And to be honest with you, like his ball placement looks pretty damn good.
It was. That's what I'm saying.
Like it looked at, like his ball placement looked at pretty great. Like basically out of 32 passes, I only seen 4 passes that was basically bad. Like out of 32 passes. So like so I'm saying to myself, I mean like his stats don't tell the entire story because he actually like he was actually cooking the Lions. Like he was cooking them. And
Mhm.
like he did a pretty good job. So like so I
And,
mean hats off to him. Hats off to him. Hats off to
and
Hurts.
that's
And
what I'm saying. The 18 to 32, like you said, is misleading because sometimes he
yeah.
had to throw it away too.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
he didn't want
yeah,
to
that
take
too.
the sack. So
But I mean, but then also, I mean, Detroit. I mean, like they were also playing dirty too because like, they were like late hitting him like crazy. Like I seen about 6 late hits, and I'm like, damn. I mean, what the flag at?
and what, like one get called.
Like,
Right.
man. Hey, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like on that last one, like on that 3rd and 5, like I mean, the way he got hit, like it kind of looked like he had like a little bit of a concussion, a little bit because he was stumbling a little bit. You know,
Yeah, I
the way
was thinking that too. I was like, it's either that or he's selling it. I wasn't sure which one it was. It's
I
like, is he
mean,
selling
yeah.
it or is he actually concussed?
Like I
But
mean, like, I mean, it kind of looked like it to me, like a little bit. I mean, it was a
mm,
little bit shaking up a little bit, but yeah,
yeah, and I think Detroit played what the Washington next game.
yes,
We're gonna see
yes,
how
it did.
really we're gonna see if they really good because I think Detroit is a good team. I think they're gonna be a good
Hey,
team this
like I mean, like I mean, like they were very solid to me. Like I mean, like, they're like a solid team in my opinion because last year, like late in the season, like that's when everything like started getting rolling for the Lions. So I mean, to be honest with you, like I mean, I kind of see them winning like 7 to 8 games this year. Like I mean, to be honest.
year. I
I mean,
agree.
I mean, I mean, but the thing is, like, I mean, like, they don't have like a top. I mean, like, they don't have like a top 12 roster, but like, they getting there. They getting there. They getting there.
Yeah, this was a weird week one, right? Because you got the
Yeah,
Giants
yeah,
winning,
it is.
like
Well,
all types of junk.
like, someone with you. Like, I mean, the Titans kicker sold that game. The Titans
Mm.
kicker sold, and then speaking of the Cowboys, whew, that offense was brutal to watch. It was brutal to watch. I mean, someone with you, that Prescott, he damn near threw like 3 interceptions that game. He damn near threw like 3 interceptions. Like he looked at terrible. I mean, he basically looked like that Prescott of like 2017 ish. Trash,
Trash.
trash.
And this is what I'm saying. Like Dak need that. He need that real number one guy.
There it
So
is.
don't be surprised if they trade for one
Exactly.
because Amari Cooper, you felt his presence missing.
And like and I did also. I mean, also because like on this game for us, if you're going against the Vikings,
They played good. Yeah, they was
oh,
good today.
I mean, yeah, we're good. But I mean, but I believe like the Vikings game, like we're gonna see like the ball get spread a lot between AJ, Smitty, Goddard, and like, Watkins, all that stuff. So like basically that Vikings game, I believe everybody will. Like I believe everybody gonna get some catches like next week. Next
Yeah,
week.
Goddard had a low key good game. I gotta look up his stats because
Yeah,
Goddard, I see some screens. He almost took one to the house, right?
yeah,
Like, he had
oh,
a
yeah, oh,
good
yeah,
game.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he did like I believe like it was on like a third and 5, I believe.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but I mean,
Oh,
but
yeah.
also, like I had this stat line that I was on Twitter, and like
Twitter.
basically, and basically, and basically, Jalen Hurts basically on like third downs and fourth downs, like he basically converted like 10 of them. Like
Hmm.
like it was ridiculous. Like that's insane.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think Elliot Short Parks
Yep,
posted it.
yep,
I
yep.
seen it. Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
I
he
mean,
broke
it
that
was.
jump down really good. Actually,
I mean, like that's special. That I mean, that's really good right there. And like because I mean, like someone with you, I mean, like our offensive line didn't look too well. I mean, especially pass blocking.
Mhm.
It's especially pass blocking. Like it was kind of suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of suspect a little bit.
Yeah, Hurts that. But when Hurts had time, especially that 50-yard bomb he threw to AJ
Oh
Brown,
yeah,
they gave
oh
him a
yeah,
little time. He was
oh yeah.
putting them on the money. He was
And like
definitely putting them on the money.
and like, but then because people gonna be like, I mean, oh my god, he winning so much. Like there's no protection. I mean, what you supposed to do? Like like I, like he's not a statue quarterback. Like he gonna be moving around. So like
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, some of them were design runs too, which
yeah,
I didn't like.
yeah.
But
I mean, yeah,
anytime he ran it off schedule, it was needed. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie, it
yeah. He
was
was.
needed.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah. I mean, his legs alone saved us. Like his legs alone basically saved the offensive line because our offensive line was kind of get punched in the mouth a little bit. I mean, especially pass blocking. But like, I ain't like the fact like we were playing too much shotgun.
yeah, I think every down, every play was like a shotgun.
Yeah,
Except when I was doing a play by play, I think it was a set one, and that
like I
was
mean,
the QB sneak. Like
yeah,
it
I
was
mean,
basically all shotgun.
yeah, I mean, like I was like, like I was like Shane Stockton. I mean, what you doing? I mean, and then also like late in the game, the screenplays. Oh my goodness, like
Couldn't take it.
like Shane Stockton. Like I was like, Nick Saran, please, please get play calling because oh my goodness. But but how concerned are you about this one defense? I'm very concerned about that one defense.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned a lot. I mean, Swift is good. Don't get me wrong, but you averaging 10 yards per carry.
Hey,
Is he?
hey, 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 yo,
Yo,
and guess what?
and we
Next
got to
week,
play Dalvin
Gavin Cook
Cook.
next week. Oh my
But
goodness,
it's not just that though. It's hard for me to put all the blame on them at the same time. Is because it was just some missed tackles. I mean, these dudes was tackling soft,
man.
but
Oh my,
they didn't tackle
Jerry,
all training camp, so that makes
Jerry,
sense.
Jerry Goff put like okay, like I think like it was on his one third down, like down, like basically around like the 20. This man Jerry Goff basically juked Avante Mess. I'm like when I seen that, like I almost threw my TV remote at my goddamn TV because I was so mad about that play. But overall, I ain't gonna lie. Some of our offensive plays was kind of suspect. A little bit, because
Yeah,
like especially around like that 40 minute drill. Especially around especially around like that fourth quarter, like it was kind of suspect a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. That well, yeah, I see a couple more people coming in. Yeah, I agree with that. I just wanted to touch on that. I want to see Jordan Davis on the field
Oh
more.
yeah, oh yeah.
And yeah, we did go over the Dak thing. Like, I mean, what the Cowboys are gonna do? They paid them all that money. He's
Hey, hey,
missing games. He can't stay healthy.
like, hey, look here, man. Hey, look here, man. Ain't gonna lie, man. The only way for Dallas to win this year, that defense gonna carry that offense. That's how it gonna be.
Yeah,
Like their defense is basically gonna have to be their offense. It's the
man.
truth.
That's
It's the truth, man.
the crazy thing is when we play them first, we might not even be playing Dak. We might be playing Cooper Rush. And the crazy thing is, I didn't want the game to be like that because I know how Cowboys fans are. I'm like,
Yeah,
well, y'all beat us. We ain't even have Dak. like he was gonna make a difference without a number one receiver.
That Prescott, like, like, I mean, like people think, I mean, people think that Jalen Herbert bad. Oh no, 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 no! Look at what that Prescott did. He was trash.
He was trash.
I mean, like he was like missing receivers. Like it was crazy. It was that bad.
I'm telling you, man, he gonna miss Coop. Coop was his
But yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He
I
was
mean, like
trash though.
CD Lamb. I mean, CD Lamb. He was alright. I mean, like, he was alright. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna say he was good. I mean,
I
I mean,
mean,
I would say he played okay. I mean, he played alright.
he started getting his stuff off when the Buccaneers start playing a little bit more soft.
Yeah,
But I mean, CeeDee Lamb he's not a number one. That's
he's
the
not. Yeah,
I
he's not. He's
keep
not.
telling people that like CeeDee Lamb is good, but if he's number two or he's in the slot, yeah, he's dangerous. But you rely on him to be a number one guy? I don't know. Was he the number one guy at OU? I can't even think.
Um, yeah,
I know he was eating at OU though.
yeah, like yes, yeah, like he actually was.
Uh, so mm-mm. Dallas, they in trouble. They definitely in
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah, they are.
I think it might come down to so far what I've seen is only week one, but look like it might be Eagles and Washington. Sound crazy, but because
I
if
mean,
he Dak gonna miss
like,
a couple games, they're gonna lose
like,
some games.
like, and then and then the crazy thing about it, like, and the crazy thing about it is that like the Cowboys they play the Bengals
Mhm.
next week, and then also like basically in a few more weeks they play the Rams. Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, like if they lose them games, oh yeah, it's over them. It's over them. It's
And,
over.
and you know the crazy thing is like Bengals not about to go 0-2. Like they ain't about to start the season 0-2. Cowboys
Yeah,
are. So
yeah.
uh,
That cousin be the
Dak
hero.
Cousins facts.
You call
Facts,
him that.
facts, facts.
That's hilarious.
Anything anything for clicks. I agree with you, but he almost choked that game away. He threw a pick and it was coming down to the wire.
Oh
He
yeah.
but it's
Like,
just Jacksonville is just Jacksonville. If that was any other team, he probably would have lost. That's the crazy thing. But he was
yeah. I
good. I
mean,
mean, I can't argue the numbers. Well, he threw like four touchdowns today.
yeah. Like he
Threw
threw
like four of them things.
I mean he threw him out 300 yards and like four touchdowns. I mean,
Yeah,
but like he also I mean he also threw back to back picks. But I mean,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
but also this though. I mean, like if you were playing against like elite team, but I mean like they would have lost that game.
They would have lost that game.
To be
And they
honest,
would
to be
have
honest.
like, man, Wentz is doing Wentz things. Because he was good like the first three quarters. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Wentz looking good.
And then boom. And then
He
boom.
almost choked
He
it
threw
away.
two back to back picks. Like, he threw two back to back picks.
And
Like kind of frustrating right there.
that's the thing nobody's talking about. Even though Jalen Hurts didn't technically throw no touchdowns, but he was pretty safe with the ball. I ain't see
Yeah.
like no fumbling, no juggling of the ball. I really didn't see no near picks. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
he
yeah.
was really careful with the ball.
Yeah. I mean, and like I would say like that first drive, like I
It's
could not
horrible.
no I mean, yeah, it was horrible. But I couldn't put that on Jalen Hurts because the receivers was just dropping the damn ball like it was crazy. Because
Yeah.
AJ Brown had two drops and like I mean like
Smitty dropped one. Like that hit him right in
yeah,
the
yeah.
basket.
Yeah,
Like he dropped one.
and then also like on another play where Jalen Hurts target Smith, like Smitty looked lost, like he ran the wrong route, and like Smitty looked lost as hell, and I'm like, and bitch, I'm like, Smith, man, what you doing, man? I'm like, you went the wrong routes, man. Come on now, but
Yeah. But lucky this wasn't one of those games we really needed him to step up. But I'm pretty sure it's tape out there whereas though he was open. And a lot of people that don't like Jalen Hurts gonna try to bring that up. But I bet you the pressure was there. I bet you. I'm like, yo, he probably couldn't see Smith because he got like three,
Yeah.
4 guys in his face.
And like then
Oh,
and like then also his thing, Jalen Hurts is 6'1". Jalen Hurts is not like a 6'5" quarterback. Like I mean, of course you
exactly.
can't see that far. I mean, like of course you can't see. I mean, see because like I mean because Jalen Hurts, I mean he like 6'1". So I mean, so of course he gonna be. So I mean like of course like I mean of course like he won't be able to see where like three people come to his face.
hmm I'm with you, man. But overall, I was satisfied with the win. But when you get on Twitter and you read the
Yeah.
comments, it start bringing you down a bit. I'm like, was Jalen Hurts only one read today or what? And they
I
start
mean
making me
look,
question myself. I'm like,
I mean
no, he had a good game. What am I?
like I mean, like like people gonna like I mean, like, like people. Like, I mean, I mean, how fans gonna. I mean, how fans gonna bring up lies and stuff. Basically, say, oh man, Jalen Hurts won we won, but that's not true. That's not true. Like that's not what really happened. Like a real fan basically knows that basically Detroit they was seeing the blitzes early and often. Like basically on every first down and second down, they were bringing a blitz every time, and
hmm
like they would just bring it. So I say this about but I also say this about Detroit. That team got some fight. That team got some fight in them.
They fought.
Like they will not give up. Like they were not going away. They was not
Yeah,
going.
I'm like, yeah, we up about 2 touchdowns or so. Let me relax a bit. I'm like,
And
they
then
just wouldn't go away.
they
I'm like,
won.
oh, now I gotta get to the edge of my seat. They got this thing to 3, and it's like 3 minutes left. Because if Jalen Hurts, um, ironically, he had to close the game with a quarterback sneak. If you don't
Exactly.
get that quarterback sneak with a minute or something left, and how that defense was playing,
Oh my
Detroit might
goodness.
win that game. We might be having a whole different conversation right
Oh
now.
my. Hey, yo, I kid you not. If you would not have won that game, I would get on here and basically say, get Jalen again up out of here. Get him up out of here. Get Vic Fangio or Steph Jordan or someone in here to, to basically do some of this defense because that was, oh my goodness.
It's-
Like,
the-
Jalen beginning had my blood pressure up.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like even if we would have lost to the Lions, I'm like, yeah, Jalen Hurts did his thing, but that defense, and then it would have made me worry about the next game. Then I'm like,
Yeah,
well, I just my whole scheduling, like the games we would have won,
yeah,
like going into the season, it probably would have changed. I'm like, man, how can we beat the Vikings with that defense? I'm still thinking about that now.
yeah.
Justin
But
Jefferson, what almost had 200 yards.
like, ayo, like, ayo, like, man, I kid you not. Next Monday, this what's gonna happen. Jalen Hurts will have to carry the team again. just like just like just like
Man,
just like today, Jalen Hurts basically got to carry the team on his back the whole come Monday because
I hope not.
I kid you not, the Vikings are
Please,
going
I
to
hope
score
you're
touchdowns,
wrong.
bro.
I hope you're wrong, man.
But
I
bro,
mean, we got that offense that could score points now, so I'm cool with that. But our defense
I
got to
mean,
stop some.
like basically, I mean, what I'm trying to say is like basically, Jalen Hurts is going to have to be in a shootout because because next week Jalen Hurts is going to have to be in a shootout because like we already know what really going to happen. We already know what really going to happen because our defense is so passive that that basically John Gannon basically like this, like he's basically scared of basically getting beat by the pass. So basically that just allowed teams just to run the ball down us, and that's a
Yeah.
recipe for disaster.
See, the thing is, he was bringing the blitz sometimes, and when he brought the blitz, it worked. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
just stick to the
Yeah.
formula, bro. Hmm.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
It definitely worked. Like when he brought Gavante Maddox, that worked. When he brought the house and everybody was like 1-on-1. I mean, Jared Goff is not good. He's not good. See, it was the Jalen Brown show out there. Be glad we had That pick six by Bradbury
Oh yeah.
today. Yeah, that
Yeah. I forgot about that
Bradbury
pick
had a
six.
game.
Oh yeah. Hey, yo, look. I mean, like, I mean, I kid you not. I mean, like, if it were like, I believe that first drive. I believe that first drive. I thought that like on that fourth down, maybe a field goal, basically,
Mhm.
but we went for it, and I was like, Nick Sirianni, he was being aggressive. so I mean,
Yeah,
so I mean, like, shit. I don't mind it.
yeah, man.
yeah,
But I, I'm gonna give the defense some praise. I'm just giving them a little praise. The
yeah, look,
secondary wasn't bad. I mean, Marcus Epps was pretty good. CJ Garner Johnson was lost sometimes. I seen it. You could tell he just came on the team like he's just learning the
yeah,
playbook. But
yeah,
what I seen from Bradbury and Slay, and even Maddox, I wasn't disappointed. I mean, they did pretty good. I
yeah,
mean, it
they,
was some players wide open, but I think that was more the scheme than them.
yeah,
But overall,
but
they was
I
pretty
mean,
good.
yeah, like our secondary did good, but it was that one defense, that one defense,
Yeah,
that one defense kind of gonna get us in trouble because like Detroit Lions, their offense line is like pretty damn good too. It's pretty
yeah,
good and
top
like
five.
yeah, top five.
Mhm.
And like Detroit, like there was like like Detroit was a pretty good one blocking team, and like it kind of
Mhm.
showed. I mean, they were pushing our guys around, and like they were getting big games, getting yards, winning the ball. So
Mhm.
I believe that teams. Basically, I believe that the Vikings are basically going to take the tape or based from the Lions,
Yeah,
and they're going to use the one game against us coming next Monday. You already know it's coming. You already know
yeah,
it's
we
coming.
know it's coming,
You know it's
but
coming.
hopefully Gannon adjusts. That's my problem. Like
Yeah.
he's naive. Like my system is going to work. That's what I don't like. It's like
I
we
mean,
came out of the half and did the same thing.
yeah. I believe like John McGinnon, like he's kind of like stubborn. He kind of stubborn to me, and like also remember back in his press conference, like he said he had no scheme. Like he had a so-called no scheme, but like
That
and like
sound crazy, man.
yeah, it sounds crazy to me, but like to be with
Yeah.
you, like he is my big question mark on his team. He's my
Hmm.
big question mark on this team. Jalen Hurts, I mean, he did his thing. Like Jalen Hurts does Jalen Hurts things, and he did his thing. But John beginning,
Hmm.
when we had that lead, that's when things went downhill, based for the defense, and
Yeah.
like, and I ain't
The,
like it.
the
I ain't like it.
the offense got to learn how to run the clock out too. Like, I
Oh, oh,
mean,
oh yeah,
like
oh yeah.
we
Also
up.
this,
Like, just milk that clock. Like,
oh yeah. Also this offense penalties, them penalties. Oh my
oh
goodness,
yeah,
them false
oh
starts.
yeah.
Oh my, like like
Delay your games.
how many delayed games do we have? How many
We
delayed
had
games do
two
we have?
of them, but I thought we had. I mean, I seen the clock hit zero a couple times.
Like I, I could have sworn, we had like 10 of them things, like 10 of them, 10 of them. Like oh my
So it,
goodness,
the illegal formations, the legal man down the field, and
yeah. No, no, no. I mean, oh no, no. Also, also this, like I believe, like it was on like I believe like it was on the last drive of the game. No, 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 second to last drive of the game, and I believe Jalen Hurts like when he was in the pistol formation, and like he threw the ball to a tight end. Like I don't know his name, but the tight end dropped the pass.
oh,
Like it
Noah
was like a
Toga,
second.
yeah.
Yes. Like I believe like it was either like a second or a third down, one of the things. He was wide open, but he dropped it.
You know what I realized what Hurt started doing though? He was
Yeah,
giving those dudes opportunities, even including
exactly.
Smith.
Yes.
He like, you know what? I'm about to just stop passing the ball to you guys. He just came down to that. Like I don't think he targeted Noah again. Like
like,
like
like
nah,
I
you
mean,
ain't you
like
ain't
I
about to
mean,
mess up my game. Well,
like I mean, basically, like basically, like I mean, Jim Hurts say like, hey, I mean, Jim Hurts basically saying himself, you know what, screw this shit. I mean, I'm Jordan, Michael Jordan, fuck it, we get on with himself, we get, we get on.
yeah, I was watching the live the live with like Philly Mike and all of them,
Yeah,
and Philly Fresh said something like that, like, yo, we basically got like a Michael Jordan on this team. Just feed AJ Brown the ball.
exactly.
That's exactly what happened, yo. Like just feed him the ball.
I mean,
Like,
like they also like that drive, like when he dropped that pass, I was like, oh my goodness. I mean,
and that was a third down, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
think it was. Oh my,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
like yeah, it was a third down because like I mean because I believe like we were like basically like midfield and like we were going down the field for a scoring job and he dropped
Hmm.
that pass on the third down and on that third down and like I was like saying like Jalen Hurts saying to himself like I'm actually winning by my own self. I'm by my own self.
And that's why I don't want to get too deep on this, or if you want to. That's why the tight end position is a position we got to worry about,
Yeah.
because if Dallas got to get hurt, yo, we don't got no tight ends. That I
Um.
mean, Jack Stoll could block, but he ain't no
Uh,
receiving tight end.
I mean
You like Grant
like
Katera.
I still believe like Eric Ebron is still out there. Like Marvin
If we got
Brigham.
to sign somebody,
I mean Marvin Brigham issue. I mean bring someone in for time number two. Somebody got to come in.
yeah, that tight end number 2 spot is
Yeah, like
real shaky.
yeah. I mean like why play Noah but not Grant Carter? I mean not Grant.
I ain't get that either.
I mean like I mean because I would have put Grant in that situation right there.
I agree. Jack Stark can block. I give him that. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
blocking.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I, like I mean, yeah, I mean, he could block, but like, but he's not.
He- Not a receiving
Yeah,
tight end
he's
at
not a season
all.
in because, like, I mean, basically because now because the NFL like it's shifting that basically trainers got to be,
Dual
I mean,
threats.
you got to be like do it right, and like,
Hmm.
and like that's what we got. Where we got her because Goddard he was a dual threat tight end, but
Hmm.
but also like the reason why I see Jalen Hurts passing the ball to AJ Brown because AJ Brown was basically was a high hand, giving the ball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, giving the ball.
Hmm. And he's your number one. Like, feed your number
Yeah,
one, which he did.
yeah, he did.
Targeted him 13 times. Caught
And
10 of them
you know,
things.
you know, the-
I wanted Jalen Hurts to get a passing touchdown. I felt like he just
yeah.
deserved one. Like,
Richard
after a
Rodgers,
game he had.
Richard Rodgers, like
He
he
went
was
to
a
the
lead
Chargers.
the
I
Chargers.
think he on the Chargers on practice squad.
Yeah, on the press spot.
How
Um,
bad is Gannon?
I mean,
I gave him a little grace because it was some that was just missed tackles, but it was certain plays I seen. And let me know if you seen this, unless I was tripping out. I
uh-huh.
seen Fletcher Cox at defensive end, and I seen Josh Sweat dropping back in
I seen
coverage.
that. No, no,
I'm
oh
like,
yeah,
why is Josh
oh
Sweat
yeah, I seen
dropping
that.
back
I
in
seen that.
coverage?
I like like I like I also seen Hassan Riddick in coverage, like
I
basically
ain't
dropping
like
that.
that either.
Like
And
I'm like what? I'm like oh my good.
no, you
Like it
seen that
got
play on what TJ Edwards was guarding a wide receiver or something, and he had to hold him, and they called the flag on it.
like
It was almost a touchdown that
what was
Jared
it in the
Goff
fourth quarter?
almost threw. I think it was the end of the second half. I mean, first half. I'm not sure. But it
Uh,
was one, it was a flag. It was a defensive hold because TJ Edwards couldn't stick with the wide
oh yeah,
receiver.
oh yeah. Then also he had Hassan Riddick playing middle linebacker. What the hell?
Yeah.
What in the hell? What the hell? Oh my goodness. John beginning. Hey yo, Eric, like John beginning, he basically gave me a headache. He gave me a headache watching him. Coaching the defense. Oh my goodness.
That's
His
what I'm
team was
saying.
trash.
It's it's where he puts certain players. Like
Yeah,
Josh Sweat should never be in coverage.
I
Hassan
mean,
Reddick to me should never be in coverage.
and then he put Fletcher at. I mean, he put Fletcher at
Edge.
defensive end. Oh my
That
goodness,
should never happen.
no. And then he also put his son Riddick at middle linebacker. What? No,
Like certain
no,
stuff like that should
no,
never happen.
no. That's no. I mean,
But I didn't get his thought process of
I didn't,
these
I didn't,
things.
I didn't, I didn't. like,
I
I mean,
seen Derek Barnett get hurt. That's why he
yeah.
probably put Fletcher Cox at defensive end. But I think you should have put somebody else there.
Like, I
I prefer
mean,
Milton Williams or
yeah,
something there.
yeah.
I
I
don't
mean, I
know.
mean, yeah.
Like,
Like, I mean, he wasn't like putting these guys. I mean, he wasn't using them like to their strength, and like it was very confusing.
exactly.
Like, it was very confusing.
And Hassan Reddick, like I know what coverage play you're talking about. He got lucky because the wide receiver just dropped the ball.
Yeah,
But if he
yeah, and
caught
like,
that, he was kicking it up the field for. He had a lot
it's
of
like a
greening
big
for him.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and like that would kind of frustrate me with John again because like I believe like he don't know what he's doing
So
because like
gotta.
because
Oh, go ahead.
like how about putting a son ready there?
I think he probably talking about Edge.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, but
gotta be.
yeah, but like but like it just I mean like at this point, man, where's Big Video? Where he at?
You gotta.
Where is yeah, Edge, yeah,
I'm like,
because
yeah,
um,
you got all these players, right?
and
And
like
you
he's not
don't
used
know
to
how to use them.
he like
We just we some dudes talking on YouTube and know where to put these players, right?
exactly
They get
exactly.
paid millions of dollars to do this.
Like I mean, like, how does YouTube people like know how to coach a defense better than I got a defensive coordinator? That's the, like because because like basically with me, I mean basically because I play defense, you know what I'm saying? I play edge rusher myself. And like basically because my coach like he coaching me basically on basically can I help basically play that edge? Because I always love being an edge rusher. So like he played me to my strengths. Like he never ever played me basically doing my weakness because my weakness was coverage because I have a coverage problem. But I always was good at rushing the passer.
Yeah.
So but John beginning, man, he got no clue what he doing.
See, see, I could tell if you do something like you drop Hassan Reddick in coverage because you're trying to trick the offense, like, oh, they don't expect him to drop in coverage, but you got it shown like, yeah, he's middle linebacker, so he's gonna play coverage, or there was no tricks to it. You just had players everywhere.
like I mean, hey, look at me. Like, hey, yo, look at me. I'm gonna be surprised. Look at me. I'm gonna be surprised if he put Fletcher Cousin linebacker.
Remember that time he had Fletcher Cox drop back in coverage, and
He
Fletcher
did.
Cox was mad.
He
Like,
did.
yeah,
He did.
I ain't the coach of this defense. Like, why is Fletcher Cox dropping back in coverage? Like, this is
Like, bro, I was like, what? Like, I'm like, what am I watching? Yo, I'm like, what am I watching?
see, but
Like,
that's the thing. You can't run goofy plays like that against the Vikings because they gonna make us pay.
man,
Drop back Hassan Reddick.
I swear, man, look at me. I swear, man. Next Monday, because I believe our next game is on Monday, right?
This is Monday night, yeah.
Like, I kid you not. If I see Fletcher Cox basically playing defensive end or play a linebacker or something, that's it. That's it. I'm done with Justin beginning. I'm done. I'm done. Because
And
ain't
that
no way.
thing is, he's going to get bailed out because our schedule is quote unquote easy in the beginning. They gonna like, well, you guys are like 4-5-0, but it's like not because of Jonathan Gannon.
I
Like,
mean, hey, look here, man. I mean, the reason why we will, be, I mean, the reason why like we will be 5-0, not because of defense, hell no, because the offense. That's why.
And the sad thing is, we got all that talent,
Like,
and he just
like
don't
I
know where to
mean,
put him.
we got all that talent on defense, but the offense is outside the defense, and
Yeah.
like our defense were. I mean, Harry Roseman spent a lot of money on this goddamn defense. He spent a lot of money on this defense. Like, if I'm
Hmm.
Harry Roseman, I'm questioning John Gannon right now, as you speak,
Hmm.
because ain't no way, because like I was expecting the defense to carry it. I mean, I was expecting the defense basically carry basically carry this game. I wasn't expecting the offense basically carry the damn defense.
Facts.
I was expecting that to happen.
And question: how you felt about Miles Sanders getting his first touchdown
I
since
loved it. I
December
loved
of
it, man.
2020?
I loved it,
Yeah,
man.
I was happy for him,
Yeah,
and he had a good game.
yes, sir, man. I was happy for him. I mean, like I think he had like 15 carries. I mean, how many carries he had?
I think you're right about 15, almost for I think 96 yards. He just missed 100 yards.
Like yeah, like 15 carries for like 96 yards. Yeah, he was 4 yards like under 100.
Yeah, I
But he
wanted
had a
him to get that buck though. I
yeah,
wanted him to get that 100.
yeah, he
I
had a good
wanted him.
game. He had a good game.
I think all our running backs did. Like if I had to sum it up, like Kenneth Gainwell, all of them got a touchdown. All of
I
them
mean, but
just they all added
yeah,
something to the game. But Miles Sanders showed like he's still that number one back
yeah,
to me.
but like
Just don't get on the ball over 20 times because
yeah, and like they also, but also I mean the reason why our running backs do be having good games because I mean basically because of Jalen Hurts because of Hurts like his
his
dynamic
threat.
playmaking ability. I mean he's threat. I mean like teams. I mean basically what I mean Detroit basically did was like they basically say like you know what blitz Jalen Hurts every time and like make a mistake. And Jalen Hurts did a good job. I mean, he did a good job on that.
Mhm. I think Jalen Hurts drew a flag, right? Because he handed it off, but one of the I forgot, was it a safety or corner just ran straight at him and hit him? I think he
It
drew
was
a
a linebacker.
penalty.
Like
Linebacker, yeah.
um, man, I mean, the Lions, man, they were playing dirty. They were two shot hurt like crazy, man. They two shot hurt like a good, like a couple
But
times.
you gotta think Hurts is the reason why they lost today. And they get frustrating. Like Hurts ran one, it was 3rd and 15. They just know they getting the ball back. He ran it for 15 yards. I think
I
it probably
remember,
just got frustrated after a while.
I mean,
Like
like,
you just wanted to hit
they were 3rd and 15, and he put up 16 yards, and then and
him.
and like then also, oh yeah, and then also and then also that same play, like I believe like a lineman basically dove at his ankle, basically dove at his ankle out of bounds. And I was saying like, man, like, this dude playing dirty, but this dude's been playing dirty and injured and everything.
Yeah, they was playing dirty though.
Yeah,
But I
hell
like how
yeah,
everybody was backing them up though. Like Pascal
yeah.
was about to fight the other dude that got ejected,
Man, shoot, we love to
the
see it,
Tracy
man.
guy.
Like I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean that hit. I mean, he was down, man. I mean, and then got him hit. I mean, golly, like him and him too. Should have him and him too. Like golly.
Well, overall, man, I was proud of this team. I am getting a little tired. I'm probably about to end this. But
All right, man.
yeah. But final thoughts, man. I mean, what you expect
um,
from us versus let's move on to week 2. Us versus the
with two
Vikings.
Vikings.
What you expect?
Like, I expect the next week to be a well, next Monday. I expect Monday to be a offensive game. I mean, like I expect this week to be a shootout. Um, but I believe that Jalen Hurts will make that. Will also, I mean, Jalen Hurts will make that crucial, that clutch play because you know Jalen Hurts, the clutch gene. I mean, clutch gene. Him. So So I expect this week to be like a high scoring game again. Um, I mean the Vikings played Green Bay, but Green Bay don't got good receivers. So
They
anyway,
don't got nobody in Green
they got
Bay.
no- and like
Yeah.
and I mean also still I mean like Vikings secondary is still suspect. So I mean
Mhm.
so yeah, but
There was some drops on that green. Like you
oh
seen
yeah,
that? I think it was like the second play, and Aaron Rodgers put one right on the money. The guy
oh yeah,
just dropped it.
yeah, exactly, yeah, yeah. I mean yeah,
Mm.
yeah, but I believe like Slay gonna be on Jefferson, ain't it? Like ain't he?
I hope it's like that, but Jonathan Gannon usually don't do follow. So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm kind of comfortable with either cornerback on them, but I would prefer Slay to be on them. I don't want Avante Maddox on them, but it's Slay or Bradbury. I'm probably cool with, but I would very, very prefer. Well, I would definitely prefer Slay to just follow him. Maybe he
yeah,
had to do that against the Jets when Elijah Moore start cooking. He like, yo, I'm gonna just follow him the whole game and slowed them down.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I suspect like that game to be like kind of like a little shootout game, a little bit. But like
In the
like
30s again.
yeah, 30s. But I mean, but I would predict that somehow, some way, the Eagles defense will somehow make a clutch play just to say John against his ass. So, so, so I would give a score of Eagles 34, Vikings 26.
Mm. Okay, so you think we're gonna get them by a touchdown? I
Yeah, touchdown.
say I say more of a walk-off field goal by us. I say
Dang.
34-31 us. I think it's gonna be a shootout, like you said.
Yeah, yeah,
Our defense gonna make a play. I think Jalen Hurts gonna go another game with no turnovers, and I think Kirk Cousins is just gonna make that big turnover
yeah.
that crushed them.
And like, yeah, I mean, yeah, and I believe next week, like on that game in the drive, like Jalen Hurts is like basically gonna find Devontae Smith wide open, basically for the, I mean, basically for a big game, and he puts right in field goal range, basically win the game right there.
Yep, I'm with you on that, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm about to end this, man. Just have a good night, and
Oh my God, you
I'm
too,
not sure if
man.
you're going to work or school. All
All right,
right,
my God, you
man.
too, man.
All right, man. I'm about to wrap this up. I'm a little tired. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was definitely just not planned. Like, man, I just want to talk my talk a little bit. Think we reached like 17, 18 guys or people. But salute to y'all for tuning in, watching me and Michi just talk our talk. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.